Welcome to Zoe's Treasures, where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Hey everybody, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. My name's Tracy, and as usual, I'm here with my husband Noel. He is running our cameras and doing our graphics. Today is our blue and white sale, so everything is blue and white, all different styles, all different kinds of blue and white. I have most of it listed in the auction tab, so that is available for pre-bids. And then I have a whole shelf of stuff that is random that I have not listed, and I'll just pull it out and add it throughout the show. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. If there's anything you want to see in the bin, let me know. Hello, Choco Dog, how are you? So if there's anything you want to see, let me know. Always happy to show you, always happy to pull something out of the bin and show you. Hi, Southern Charm. And that's it. So let's get going. We're just going to work our way down the list unless I get requests or see pre-bids, and those I will always prioritize. Hello, Mimi. All right, let's start with the piece of pottery. This is probably the most unique blue and white piece that I have today. Because most of what I have, when you think about blue and white, it's either stoneware or it's porcelain. This is actually clay, so this one's just a little bit different. Are you really, Southern Charm? Awesome. I hope everything made it okay. So we have a vase here, and it just has the slightest little touch of blue up there, but it is a gorgeous piece of pottery. Nice weight to it. It is signed on the bottom. I know it's hard to see that, but it is signed on the bottom there. Beautiful vase. Again, it's one of the only ones that's not like a porcelain piece today. Let's see, we are going to go 20 seconds and it is up and going. Gorgeous, gorgeous vase. I love how it like kind of slides up and then you just get that little blue up there at the top. And thank you for looking at that one. I am trying to find our next little creamer. All right, so up next, we have this beautiful little creamer. Where am I gonna put this? I always do this. I never know where I pulled something off the shelf. All right, so we have this adorable little creamer here. Let me get it pinned. There is a couple of things I forgot to mention at the beginning. In the bin, I already threw a bunch of stuff on flash sale, a handful of things on flash sale. So you can check that out, and shipping is capped at $9.21 today. So you can shop and only have to pay $9.21. All right, so we have this little guide. This is a vintage Seltmann Weiden. Anyways, it's from Germany. It is no chips or cracks. I love it because it has more of a pale blue on it. And we do have the marks there on the bottom. If you see little stickers, those are just my inventory tags. And that one is up and running with $1, just a starting bid. Thank you for your bids. And Bambi, that is going to you. Congratulations. And coming up next, we have this adorable little bell. Look at this guy. It is so cute. It is actually made in Taiwan. It is porcelain, and it has like that deeper cobalt color. It has a little windmill on there. It still rings, and it has a made in Taiwan sticker in there. And it is only 3 inches tall. It's just adorable, and that is up and going. That may fit on a printer's tray, maybe a little wide for a printer's tray. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, so I've had this next piece for a minute, so I went ahead and dropped the price way down today. This is just, it's one of my favorites. It has to be my favorite piece of the day. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is a soup tureen because it has a little cutout here for where the ladle would go. But look at the daisies on there. Look at how beautiful that blue is. And this is in perfect condition. A little bit of staining, a little bit of crazing to be expected of something of its age. It is absolutely stunning. It is the Marlboro, not like the cigarettes. There's the mark on the back if that means something to you guys, if you're a collector and you see that. And it is just in beautiful, beautiful condition. We're going to go ahead and get that running. Like I said, I just about dropped that price in half for today. And that one is up and going. Doesn't even fit in the screen. It is absolutely stunning. Thank you, Southern Charm, for your bid on that. And Southern Charm, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Up next, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and get a giveaway going. To kick it off, we're getting let me start it before I grab it here. Where did I put them? Here it goes. This is you're going to get a couple more items in this. You're going to get a little ephemera pack, but you're going to mainly get a My Vibe is Vintage sticker, a postcard, and I have some like old dictionary pages and some old ephemera that I will also include with that. So that is up and going. All right, so our next item that we're going to run is some Wedgwood Jasperware. It is a set of salt and pepper shakers. I just love Jasperware. I like it because it doesn't have that typical glaze to it. It is so beautiful. These are in perfect condition. Maybe can use a good wash. They probably came out of a collection. They both still have their stoppers. And then you can see it has the holes on the top. And those are up and going. I have a couple of pieces of Jasperware in today's listing. Not a whole lot, but a few pieces. Thanks for looking at that. Now this one had some likes there, so I'm wondering if somebody wanted to see this one. This is really neat. So when I looked this up, this is supposedly a soap dish, but I just think it could hold candy. I mean, it would be a pretty fancy soap dish, but it doesn't have to be. It has the little cherubs on there, holding up like the pedestal there. So you could put just about anything in there. It is a ceramic piece. And it does have a little flea bite. It's not really a chip, it's more like a scrape right there on the bottom. On the underside, you can't even see it if it's not, you're not looking at the bottom of it. And that is up and going. That does stand 8 inches tall, but what a cool like little pedestal. Thank you so much for your bid. And Bambi, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, this is one of the other Jasperware pieces that I had. It is a creamer, so if you collect creamers, this is a really cool piece to add to a collection. So you've got your typical...
Welcome to bronze level.
Jasperware design, that Wedgwood. It is glazed on the inside, so you can use it. No chips or cracks. And that is up and going. Thanks so much for your bid. And Emily, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank
it
you.
looked like a couple of you, I only listed one of those, but I do have 2. Let's just see if the other one is still listed there or not. It's not. I'll run the other one. I had another one very similar because it looked like a couple of you might have wanted that item. So let me just get down to my random listing and I can run the second one. All right. So we have another one. It is exactly the same as that first one. Little creamer. And we're going to go ahead and run that one. Oh, and I just lost my random listing. I'm making my screen go crazy. All right. And that one is up and going. Sweet Hummingbird Dream Deals. That is, what a great name. And Southern Charm, that one is going to you. Thank you so much. All right, these are cool. So I have two of these canisters. This is the short one, and then I have a taller one. I'm calling them canisters, jars, glass jars, canisters. Let me just find the listing here, and we'll get this pinned. So I have a shorter one and a taller one. Now they do have there is a couple of call outs, but look at, first of all, just this gorgeous blue glass that's on here. And then we have, this lid is like a big old thick, heavy, heavy piece of glass. And look at that design on there. It is so pretty. This is in great shape. And then we have the canister part. Now the call outs are, there's a couple little nicks around the rim here. And who's going to be our first Southern Charm? Congratulations. You're going to get another sticker. You got to touch one of these. Congratulations. But we'll also give you some other ephemera. So you get a little ephemera pack. All right. So there are a couple little nicks, like somebody was just a little bit too rough sometimes putting this lid on. But it is just beautiful. I love the blue color of this. And that is up and running. Thanks for looking at that one. And we can come back to those later on. Look at this little one. This is so cute. I think this is a tomato. Oh, pumpkin. It's a pumpkin, not a tomato. Let me get it right here. It is a little trinket dish, but it is the blue and white. It's in perfect condition. And then, of course, you've got all that great blue and white pattern on there. It is the cutest little pumpkin. And that is up and running, starting at just $1. Thanks for your bids. And Southern Charm, that's heading your way. Thank you very much.
On its way to you.
Up next, we have another little creamer, because creamers are fun. So this one is adorable. It just has that slightest little blue flowers on there. So just a tiny little touch of blue on this one. Not too sure who makes it. There is no maker's mark, but there are no chips or cracks. Very classic looking. And we're going to drop that price down to $3 and get that going. It is up and running. If I can figure out which way. I'm always opposite of the camera. I can never figure out our cameras. Thank you for your bids. And Southern Charm, congratulations.
Thank you.
I have two of these different types of wall hangings, and they're two different sizes. So we're going to start with this one first. So this is little blue and white. It is a mold. Did I put on there? It is Delft. So it does say Delft, has a little mark on the inside there. Somebody put, whoever had this before, a little wire piece here because there's a hole to hang it. You can take that off and hang it with whatever you would want. But this is the grapes. It's adorable. We're going to go ahead and set it down. So it's a little mold, but it's probably made to hang on a wall. And that is up and going. So this one is 4 1/4 inches diameter. So if you're doing like a blue and white decor in a kitchen or in a dining room or something, these would be good little wall hangings. All right, and then we have the other one. This one has the windmill, so this is another Delft piece. This one's a little bit bigger. This is 5-inch diameter, but it has that beautiful classic Delft windmill. And you can see it stands up a little bit taller. No chips or cracks. And we're gonna drop that one down to 5, just like the other one. And there it goes, that is up and running. Thank you for looking at that one. All right, like I was saying earlier, we have just a whole variety of blue and white, like just different styles, different colors. This is, let me check besides the salt and pepper shaker, the last Jasperware piece. What am I missing? My husband's cheering for something and I missed it.
I unlocked bronze level.
Oh, as my mod, he's unlocked the bronze tier. Congratulations, honey. Play yourself a graphic. All right, we have a little, another Jasperware, Wedgwood Jasperware. This one's like a little trinket dish. Let me get it pinned. There is no chips or cracks on this. It's in great condition. The only call out is somebody put some glue back here, some like hot glue. So I got a whole collection of this Jasperware and I got a ton of lids. And what they did was they put glue and hooks, because I think whoever had it had a whole display of just the lids like hanging on a wall, which is a cool idea. But other than that, there's no chips or cracks. It's just a little hot glue, probably could come out. We're gonna drop the price down on that one. And that is up and going. Beautiful little Jasperware trinket dish. Thank you so much for your bid.
Welcome is CG Boomerang Echo.
And Emily, this is going to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up, we have another little Delft piece. If you were in my talk show, what, last week, the week before, I don't know, whenever. It was recent. I kept using this cup as an example, but this is a little Delft cup. Classic windmill design, porcelain piece. The blue one's my sticker, that'll come off. It is white on one side, and of course you've got your blue Delft on the other side. Our Delft classic windmill on the other side, and that is up and running. This would just look great as a collector piece. Could be a toothbrush holder. Thanks for your bids. And Southern Charm, that's going to you. Thank you very much. All right, so up next we have Madison Bay, which is probably one of my favorite blue and white type pieces. Because of the coloring of the blue and white, it's almost very antique-y looking. So I'm always drawn to Madison Bay. This is a teacup and saucer set. And the teacup just has the slightest little scalloped edge. And you can see that is so beautiful. And of course, you've got that sassy handle going on. It does say Madison Bay, no chips or cracks. And then here is such a great example of the coloring on the Madison Bay. It's just more of a muted, softer blue. And that set is running for $5. Thanks for your bid. Southern Charm, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming up next is a bud vase. And what I really like about this bud vase is the white is almost an off-white. It's almost a creamy white with just kind of just this really pretty floral print going around it, scalloped edge. And it's just a little guy. We're gonna go ahead and get that up and going. 5 inches tall. Thanks for your bid. And Bambi, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we have an MCM piece coming up next. And I really like this because it has mushrooms on it, and mushrooms are cool. There is a little chippy on here, so I will show you that one. So if you can't see it right off the bat, there's a little chippy right there, and that is the only thing wrong with it. But look at those mushrooms. We have I just think, it's so MCM. I just love it. This is like a little casserole or a serving bowl. It is adorable. I might even, if it were me using it, display that lid just separately. And that is up and going. Thanks for your bid. Shipping is capped today, so $9.21 is the max you're going to pay. Thank you, Southern Charm.
Thank you.
Usually on my Friday night shows and my Saturday shows, I like to try to do reduced shipping for people. I think it helps a little bit. All right, we have a set of 2 bowls. So these are from Japan, so they're marked Japan on the back. They both have crazing and a little bit of staining, but they are gorgeous. It is that blue willow design on there. So they do match each other. Let me show you the back so you can kind of see some of that crazing. It's in person, you see a little bit better. They are marked Japan. Beautiful bowls. You get both of them. And that is up and running. Thanks for your bid. And Vintage Deb's bouquet, thank you so much. That's going to you.
Thank you.
I do have 2 more of those I'll run. We did have 4 total. So let me get the other 2. So we have 2 more exactly the same. No chips or cracks. They have the same crazing on them. No, that one's a little stained. Let's get this one. Then we have it here. And now if you like these and you want one that's a little more stained, I do have just one spare that's a little more stained. And that is up and running. Oh, well, maybe it's not. Whatnot's being whatnotty today. Let's see. Let's start auction again. There we go. Now it's up and running. Thanks for your bid. We're going to go ahead and get another giveaway started. This one is for a $5 Vintage Deb bouquet. Thank you so much. That is going to you.
Thank you.
All right, we have another giveaway going. Thank you very much. For a $5 Starbucks gift card, you can go and grab maybe a small coffee with that. So that'll be coming out to you. Whoever is the winner of that giveaway.
Welcome to bronze level.
All right, coming up next, I have a little butter pat. Oh, stained is fine too? Okay, perfect. I have a little butter pat. Now it does have a chip on it, but you can barely see it. So the chip is mainly on the back. So it's right here. I don't know if you can kind of see in that corner. So if I flip it over, you can definitely see it. It is really cute. It's like a little cabin in the woods type thing, like a little lodge. It is made in Denmark, and it does measure perfect butter pat size of 3 inches square. And we just have one of these, and it's up and going. I am going to turn it over so you can see up close a little bit, the little chippy right there on the back corner. And Vintage Deb's bouquet, that is going to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, my husband's dropping stuff. You okay over there, honey? All right. We have the really cutest little canister. So I have this one, and then I have one that's not listed. I'm going to show you them together. I'm running them separately, but I'm going to show you just in case you're interested in like more than one. So we have the bigger size, it's 5.5, and this is slightly smaller. We're going to run the 5.5 first. And it is so neat. It looks like there's like tiles. I mean, it's just the way that the print is on there, but it looks like maybe a backsplash in a kitchen or something. It is so cute. And then you've got that little blue on the lid. It is made by, let's see if I pin it, we can see who it's made by. I don't know if I put it in there. I can barely read it. It's made in Taiwan and it's stoneware. Did I put it in there? Oh, okay, good, I did. It does have a seal. So this one has the rubber seal and the inside is nice and clean. So this one is 5.5 inches tall and it is up and running. Thanks for your bids. Trying to see you can see that pretty picture. I just love how it looks like little tiles, like a backsplash. I think that's so cute. And Amanda, that is going to you. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and run the other one. So the other one's a little bit shorter, and just, yeah, shorter. This one is like 4.5 inches tall. The exact same thing. It's the same design, same maker, just a smaller size. But this one does not have a rubber seal around it. It is nice and clean though, no chips or cracks. Let me get my random item up here and we're going to run this one. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Here we go. All right. And that is up and going. Thanks so much for your bid. Oh, thank you so much, Natural State of High. I thought it was kind of cool. I've been playing around with it, just trying to come up with stuff where I can still incorporate my logo, but like try to make it representative of the show. Amanda, thank you so much. That is going to you. All right, and you have unlocked the bronze tier. Congratulations. It looks like we have a pre-bid
Welcome
on
to
a couple
bronze
items.
level.
So I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the pre-bids. So the first one is on this little mustard jar. There's so much blue and white. I'm like, I got to find it. All right. So let me get this pin. This is adorable. This is a little Delft piece here. So it's like a little mustard or condiment jar. Of course, you got your classic Delft print going on there. And then I love the lid because it has like that little, just kind of like a little handle. It's not open, it's like a closed handle. It is in perfect condition and it has all the Delft markings on there. So we're gonna go ahead and run that one. And that is going now. Thanks so much for your bid. Sorry about all that noise. Clanging things around over here. And Amanda, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Who is going to be our giveaway winner? It is going now. Anna Tunes. First off, thank you so much for being in the show. I appreciate you being here. And you're going to get a
Congratulations.
Coffee on Us $5 gift card heading your way. All right, we have a pre-bid on these plates. These are ironstone plates. They are gorgeous. So much so that my 15-year-old wanted to keep one. I'm like, what 15-year-old in their right mind wants an ironstone plate? My kid does, though. She's just spent way too much time antique shopping with me. Anyways, they are blue and white, and they have the little flowers on there. That's what's going all around the rim. There's those little flowers. You can see on the back here, you probably can't read it on camera, but the back of it says Ironstone, England. That's what it says right there. And you get 2 of them. The first set, I have 2 sets of these. No chips or cracks on the first set. The other one does have a little chippy. And that is up and running. Thanks so much for your bid. And CLM Farm, thank you so much. That is heading your way.
Thank you.
Next up is on one of our teapots here. Let me go ahead and get this one pinned. I have 2, so let me make sure I grab the right one. White teapot with the windmill. That's this one. All right. Is this the right one? I want to make sure this is right. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Just making sure I had the right one. This one is so pretty. It is stained and it is crazed and gorgeous. And you have almost like a rusty metal handle up here. Now there is a crack in the lid, which I'm going to show you, but it just goes along with the antiqued, very vintagey look of this. So I say a crack, it looks like it's possibly a repair. You can see it coming right here. It's still all in one piece. Absolutely beautiful, primitive type look to this one, and that is up and going. Thank you so much for your bid. Thank you, thank you. Southern Charm, this is going into your box. Congratulations.
On its way to you.
Another pre-bid here. Oh, I gotta wait. Southern Charm got diamond. Congratulations.
Welcome to diamond level.
That is my husband's favorite graphic. If you guys are reaching levels, go up there and grab that coupon, and you can use it today, or you can use it in a future show. All right, so we have a pre-bid on this one. This is a little like a wall hanging mold, and it is Delft, and it has that beautiful windmill on it. Now somebody put like a little wire piece to hang it, but you can switch that out for anything if you want to hang it up. Let me turn it the right way.
Congratulations, Ms. Michelle.
And that is up and going. Thank you so much.
I hope I'm not fired yet.
You're doing okay today. So far, you still have your job today. Thank you for your bid on this. And CLM Farm, that is going to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Not yet. Southern Charm says you can keep your job today. We have another teapot here. This one has a little bit of staining, not a whole lot of crazing on it, but it's a very different pattern. It's a very beautiful flower pattern to this one. The handle is the same. It has like a metal, almost rusty handle to it. Now there is a little flea bite right there on the tip of that spout. And we have the lid in great shape, and then you get the inside of it there, and you see the bottom. I don't know who makes this one. And we're gonna go ahead and get that up and going. Little handle. Thanks so much for your bid. It is gonna be, her box is gonna be a sea of blue and white. But blue and white is so pretty. I mean, it's just something so classic about it. And Southern Charm, congratulations. I think I went through all the pre-bids. Looks like I did. If there's any more, I'll keep checking, but if I miss it, let me know. Or if you have a request, because I always do try to prioritize pre-bids and requests. All right, let's jump back to the list, pick up where we left off. I have a sugar and creamer set, and I really like this one. I think this one is so pretty. One, I love the lip on this sugar bowl. I just think that is so neat, and just these little delicate flowers going all the way around. This is a stoneware set out of Japan, and it does say the mark of, it says Japan Permaware, I think, on there. And then of course you get your creamer that matches, and it's a good size creamer. I absolutely do, and thank you for asking. That's the perfect way to do it. Any seller can promote their show at any time. All I ask is that you don't spam. Do it once, and that's that. Thank you so much, though, for asking, but feel free. All right. And the sugar and creamer is up and going. And then those of you that are interested, as you're reading the chat, if you see somebody that has a show that interests you, maybe you'll make a new friend. Southern Charm, thank you so much for your bid. And that is going to you, Southern Charm. This is a pretty set. I collect sugar and creamers, and this is a good one. That's a really
Thank
pretty
you.
one. All right, another Delft piece, and this is probably my favorite Delft piece because of the shape. I think it's super unique. So look at the shape of that. It kind of like folds up. So you have this round, it's triangle, but it looks almost round. It is so pretty. And of course, you've got that Delft blue on there. And you know what's neat about this? The flowers almost remind me of Talavera in a sense. It almost has a kind of like a Mexican flair to it, but it is absolutely Delft. It says so on the back there. So we've got the numbering and the print there. And that is up and going. Beautiful, beautiful Delft piece. Thank you so much for your bids. Thank you. Southern Charm, that's heading your way. This is so pretty.
On its way to you.
All right. We have another piece of Delft. Surprise, blue and white show. You can't have a blue and white show without having some Delft in it somewhere, right? So this is a Delft octagon bowl, and it is just a swirl of blue and white. And how cool is this? So the last Delft piece had like a Mexican flair, at least in my opinion. And this one almost, to me, has like an Asian flair to it, the way it looks. It is Delft, so it is, let me turn it around. There you go. You can see the marks there on the bottom. No chips or cracks. And those almost look like little birds on the inside. That is up and going. Thanks for your bids. And Southern Charm, that is heading your way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to do this one next, but let me get another giveaway going. Let's see, do you have the Martha Washington plate? I do. I do have that. I will go and grab that. Let me get this running and I'll get that for you. Real quick though, I am going to start our next giveaway. That is up and going. It is for a My Vibe is Vintage sticker. You're going to get a little postcard, and I have some other ephemera pieces, so I'm going to put it all together. So you'll get a little ephemera package, whoever wins that giveaway. Did I get it going? Yes, I did. Okay. I'm like, did I click the button? Let me get this one going, and I'll go find that Martha Washington plate. All right, so this is a little sugar bowl. I do not know who makes this one. It's not Delft, but it's just as pretty, and it has a windmill. So you have your blue and white. It almost has like an Asian type of look to it, but you have a windmill on there. You have the nice and clean, no chips or cracks. And then you have the lid that goes to it. And we're gonna get that going, and I'll go grab that other plate. And show Leigh Hampton. In the bin, I have a red and white Washington plate that I think I put on flash sale too. So it's marked down. All right, so this one is up and running.
Thank you for your bid. And Ms. Bambi, this is going home to you. Bambi Silva.
On its way to
Bambi,
you.
thank you so much. That is heading your way. Congratulations. Y'all, I do have some stuff that I haven't listed. We're kind of getting there. I'm just working through the stuff that I have listed. Let me go ahead and pull this plate up really quick. Give me just a second here. Oh, my keyboard, where is it? All right, I don't have it. I'm going to run this plate. We're going to go ahead and just run this other one. It kind of fits in our theme. It is blue and white and gold. This is a Martha Washington plate here. Beautiful plate by Homer Laughlin. And we're going to run that one. Let's see. I'm going to do this as a random.
Glad to hear that.
Oh, good. I'm so happy. Thank you for letting me know that. And let's see. We're going to run this plate for just $4. And it is up and going. We'll get a good view from the top. Thank you so much for your bid. Let me look in the bin and see if I had that other plate. I'm pretty sure the red one's there too, in case you're interested in that one. It is, and it's on flash sale. And Cholet Hampton, thank you so much. That is heading home to you. All right. Where were we? What is our next item that I was going to do here? Oh, we have a set of cups. These are German cups, two-handled, which I always think are kind of neat. So it is a set of 2 of these two-handled cups. Look at that flower on there. Love it, love it. And then the back of them, there are no chips or cracks. And this is the mark. We'll kind of go like this. I don't know if you can put it down this way. My husband's like, put it down. We'll zoom in on it. Because they are German. I just couldn't quite make out the name of it. But in case that, I will run the Jasperware. Thank you for asking. Let me run these and I'll do that next. So these are really neat. German cups, two-handled. I think they make good tomato soup bowls. Like you can put some, like a liquidy soup. It's like soup's not liquid. Like a soup that doesn't have like meat in it. Anyways, you get both of them for $10. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. Yeah, and thanks for looking at those. All right, here we're going to do the Jasperware. So this is a Jasperware salt and pepper. They are in mint condition. Maybe a little cleaning is all that they'll take. They have both of them have their little stoppers, and the holes, nothing wrong with them. Sometimes you'll see salt and peppers and like there's chips around the holes. Not on these ones. They are in great shape. And those are running now. Thanks so much for your bid. And who's going to win our next giveaway? Melody. Melody, congratulations. You are winning our next giveaway winner. Thank you so much for being in the show. That is number 1. And 1 second here. Emily, these are going to you. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Melody, you are going to get a My Vibe is Vintage sticker, a postcard, and some other ephemera put in there. A little ephemera package. All right, let's see. We have a bowl from Portugal, a hand-painted bowl from Portugal. This one. Is this it? Yes, this is it. This is really neat. It's a little bit smaller. Let's see, what is it? 5.5 inches diameter, but it has that really, let's see, turn it this way. It's like a deer or something jumping. It is so cool looking. And then of course on the back, it says Portugal. It looks like it's numbered and signed. We're going to go ahead and run that. And we're actually going to drop the price down on that guy. Oh, anyway. And that is running now. Thanks for your bid. And Southern Charm, congratulations.
Thank you.
I like the little deer on that guy. All right, we have a Johnson Brothers Indie Saucer. So this is just a really pretty saucer. It's only one of them, but if you have a blue and white collection going, you can do so much with it. It does say Johnson Brother Indies on the back, no chips or cracks. And we're actually going to run this one for $1. And that is going now for $1. Thanks for your bid. And Southern Charm, that's heading your way. Thank you.
On its way to you.
All right, we're going to do the randoms, and I had a couple items. I don't know why I didn't run them. I didn't see them. Let me just make sure I'm not missing them in the... Oh, there it is. That's why. I'm like, I thought I listed this. This is a Homer Laughlin. Can't go wrong with Homer Laughlin. Very classic blue and white, and this is a darker. This is almost like a navy blue. It's really deep blue. Different from the Cobalt. So it's not the same like brightness as a Cobalt blue. This is really like a navy. Little sugar bowl, trinket bowl. And that is up and going. I think we're going to head over and do the randoms. I have a whole shelf of random items. Thanks so much for looking at that. We can come back and touch base on some of these other ones again in a little while. Let's start with some of these random items I have. First off, can't go wrong with balls, right? 3 of them, my husband's smirking like a 12-year-old boy over there. 3 blue and white. These are like a ceramic. I don't think they're porcelain. And of course, I'm not going to be able to let go of them. But you have 3 different patterns. We're going to run all 3. They're all in great shape. We're going to run all 3 for $5. And they are up and going. They're a good size, maybe a softball size. And put them in a basket, put them in a bowl. I went to, got to go to the coolest like yard sale, garage sale today. One of our local churches has it. Thanks so much for looking at these. And it's huge. And so I went the other day. I've got to find a bowl to put these in here. They're going down here. I went the other day, and it was like everything was full price. And then yesterday was 50% off, and today was fill a box for $5. And we just got all kinds of stuff. I think my daughter got half of her school clothes for next year. It was in this huge church's auditorium. It was just a fun time. We left, and my daughter's like, we need to do this every year. I'm like, okay. All right, we're going to do this one. So this is out of Germany. This is just a porcelain bowl. It's very shallow, so maybe soup or cereal. I don't know. I don't think it's big enough for cereal. But you have that windmill and the boat on there. It is marked Germany. There is a little chippy right here on it. So we're going to run it for $1. And that is up and going for just $1. It was a really fun like garage sale. And what was really different about it, they had a whole section like blocked off. Like at the front door is where you would pay. But then they had a whole section in the back blocked off for, they called it their antique section. And it really had some really cool vintage and antique stuff in there. But it was a little overpriced. It was like eBay prices. And that's just annoying when you go to a garage sale and they want eBay prices. But today, everything was 75% off. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy stuff today. So I got some of the stuff I saw that I passed up on full price day I was able to get today. So that was exciting. I got some little hymnals, some really cool stuff. Anyways, we have another bowl. I like this one because it has like the fruit pattern in there. And this is a bigger size. This would be a good fruit bowl or like a center console or something. Blue and white. This one is made in Japan. There are no chips or cracks on this one. Let me give you a diameter on this one. 9-inch diameter. And that one is up and going. Where'd my picture go? What are you doing, cameraman? You're fired. Uh-oh, see, you were doing so good. You were doing so good. All right. Southern Charm, that's going to you. Oh, I probably need to number that.
Thank you.
And so the other item, I need to number that.
Hello, Miss Mimi's Meditation Treasures.
All right. We have another like teacup even though this is double handled. So to me, if it has two handles, it's for soup. You're fired. So this one reminds me of the Jasperware, but it is a porcelain. So it's not that same texture as the Jasperware. It is beautiful. Who makes this one? This is Johnson Brothers. So this is out of England. So it's a very pale Tiffany blue. And then on the inside, you've got like the little white, like tree of life. And the saucer has the same little tree on there, no chips or cracks. And it does say Johnson Brothers on the back. And that is up and going for that little set. I just think it's adorable. I love that, that it's all blue with the white on it versus white with blue on it. And Emily, that is going to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I'm over here, excuse me, not paying attention. I'm trying to read the bottom of this gravy boat I'm about to show. So we have a gravy boat here. Look at how long and beautiful that is. This is just like I don't think it's like extra big for a gravy boat, but it's elegant. It has just this nice kind of, I don't know, lines to it. Very beautiful handle. I don't know. It's a gravy boat. It's a gorgeous gravy boat. I'm trying my best over here with the blue floral print. It is made in England. So let's see. This is what I was trying to read. Churchill, made in Staffordshire, England. Beautiful. No chips or cracks. We're going to run this one for just $5. It is up and going. Do it like that so you can see that gorgeous handle on it. Thanks for looking at that one. All right, we have something for mom. This is a little one for mom. It says for mother on there. Beautiful blue and white plate, has the hole so it can be hung. And on the back, it's Royal Crownford Ironstone, Staffordshire, England. So it is a little ironstone plate. And that's what I just read to you. That's what that says there on the back. No chips or cracks. We'll set it down so we can get a better view. A little piece of blue and white ironstone going now. I know Mother's Day's just passed, but you can always still put a little basket of goodies together for a mother in your life. And thank you so much for checking that out. All right, we have a set of two saucers. These are both from Japan. They're both crazed and stained. They are the same. I only have two. They're teacup saucers. It has a little circle there in the middle. So they say Japan. They're crazed, like I said, crazed and stained. We're going to run both of those for $3. And there you go, up and going. I like the what's it called? A Pagoda? Is that what it is? Is that the name of that building? No, what's it called? But that's what I said. Thanks for your bid. Amanda, that is heading your way. Thank you very much. I should probably put a number on there so I make sure that it goes to you. All right, we have a bowl that matches those saucers. This is a big serving bowl. This one does have a little chippy right here. Let me show you right there where my fingertip is. There is a little chippy on it. And it is stained, and crazed. It is from Japan. It matches those two little saucers. There's the chippy right there. And that is up and going. Good size too. Going across is 10 inches across. Thanks so much for your bid.
Miss Michelle here was thinking I was gonna go unscathed on this show.
Southern Charm, that's going to you. Thank you very much. All right. We have, this is the, nope, I have 2 more random items. So this is the next one. This is like a serving platter size. So it's a larger plate, but it has the 2 handles, so it'd be a good serving platter. On the back, it says Blue Willow by Royal Sebring, Ohio. There is a little chippy on the back of this handle and like a flea bite right up there. But it is a nice one. It's a very similar pattern to the ones that we just looked at, but this one is not from Japan. 11 inches all the way across. And that's running for $3.
Thank you for your bids.
Thanks for the bids. Amanda, that is going to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, this is the last random item, and then I'll rerun some of the stuff from the beginning. This is a big metal tray that is beautiful. Let me read you the tag on the back. This says Nashco, hand-painted. Nashco is the company. So it's hand-painted, blue with the white floral on there. It is metal, so it is a metal tray. The front looks really great. There's some like use you can see on the back. There's a little bit of staining on the back, but the front looks like it to be in really great shape. I know it's not going to fit all the way in the camera like that. We're going to go ahead and run. This is an oversized one, so we're going to run this one for $8. Let me give you measurements on this. 20 inches by 15 inches. Thanks so much for your bids. Absolutely beautiful though, hand painting. I mean, that floral is great. And Donna, that is going to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you have unlocked the bronze tier. All right, we're going to do
Welcome
the
to
tall
bronze
glass
level.
canister. I don't think I did this one yet. So we only have a few items left. Now's the time, as we're getting close to the end. If there's anything you guys want to request, let me know. And we'll go ahead and take a look at it. We're going to run this one. So this is, I have the shorter blue glass one, and this is the taller one. The lid is in perfect condition. Of course, it has that great print or pattern on there. Really heavy glass. And then this is thick glass too. The canisters themselves are thick, but this is the same thing. There's some chippies around the rim. You can't see it when the lid is on, but when you take it off, you do know that they're there. This one is 8.5 inches tall, and it is going now. I think it would look cool. I don't know, like we can put like these balls in there or something. Like we can just like fill it up or put marbles. That would look cool. I have marbles. Maybe I'll do that with the small one if it doesn't sell. I'll fill it up with some marbles. People like marbles. They like glowy marbles. Thanks so much for looking at that. Thank you for your purchase from the bin. If you're just joining, I do have
Welcome
some
to
stuff on
Silver
flash
Level.
sale in the bin. And shipping is capped at $9.21 today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and run this vase again. We're actually going to drop the price down a little bit on this guy. This is the only piece I have today that is like straight up like clay pottery, and just different than the porcelain and the other ceramics that we've had in the blue and white. But it is blue and white, but just this little touch of dab of blue up there at the top. And then you have your vase. It is signed on the bottom. It's signed by Forrest Bradhill, 1086. Mr. Bradhill did a very good job on this. We're going to drop the price down a little bit there, and it is up and going. Thanks for your bid. And thank you so much, Donna. That is heading your way. That is a beautiful vase, and I am so glad somebody bought pottery. I love pottery, but it is, more people like the porcelain. So pottery is a little bit harder of a sell, even though I love it. And I usually have it in most of my shows. All right, we have this little bell. It is adorable. It is only 3 inches tall. And it does work. Has the windmill on one side. There is a sticker on the inside that says made in, oh, Korea. I said Taiwan earlier. It's actually Korea. We're going to drop that down to $1. And that is going. It has that little windmill on there. Thanks for your bids. And Donna, thank you so much. That is heading your way. All right,
Thank
we
you.
have this little mold, little fruit. It's a mold that you would hang up on your wall. This is Delft. How's that? What is that? Grapes? A big old bunch of grapes and some leaves on it. It does say Delft right down in there. No chips or cracks. A little pretty wall hanging piece. And because I'm feeling great today, we are going to drop that down to $2, and we're going to take this down to 15 seconds, and that is going now. I'm going to start to get ready to see who else is on. Thanks so much for your bids. 136 in the bin. What is the price? It's not letting you. I'll take a look at it. Hold on. Thank you, Amanda. This is going to you. Thank you so much. All right, let me take a look at that. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see, 136. Should be $38.50 for the whole bundle.
Welcome to
I'll
silver
go and
level.
grab that really quick. It's not letting you bid on it, or not let it, or I mean buy it, or it's just not showing the price. I wonder if I can run it. I don't think. Let me hear. Hold on. I just clicked start flash sale again just to see if that was, so there, it's up there now. I just hit start flash sale. Maybe I didn't click the button to start it earlier. So check now and then let me know if it's still not showing up for you. All right. Thank you so much for your purchase from the bin. I appreciate it. Good. It looks like it worked. All right. Let's see. What are we doing next? Did I do this creamer? I don't know. This is a J&G Meek & Creamer. I don't know if I did this creamer. I don't remember seeing it in my list. It's worked. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I don't remember seeing it, so I'm going to go ahead and run it. Hopefully it's not in my store. Let me just make sure really quick that I didn't see this as sold, because I don't want to double sell something. So let me just take a quick look. If not, I'm going to run this as a random J&G Meek & Creamer. Just making sure. I've had that happen where I've listed something that I thought was in the auction but was in the store, and then somebody bought it and then I picked it up. Nope, that's a different creamer. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and run this one here. So this is a little J&G Meekin, beautiful creamer, floral print, and it does say J&G Meekin England. There's a little like chippy right there on the very bottom. So you can kind of see on the side there. Out of England. Random, let's see, here we go, start auction. And we'll start this one for $2. Beautiful little creamer for $2. Thank you so much for your bid. And Donna, that's heading to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What do we have next here? We have two more ironstone plates. This one I just saw had a chippy, so I'm going to show it to you. I did not notice that one of them was chipped. So these are ironstone plates, blue and white. On the back it says Ironstone England. This one on the back has that. It's not like, it's more of a scrape than a chip, but it is there. And then this one is in great condition, little staining on the back, but they're beautiful ironstone. We're going to drop the price down because I do not see that little chippy there. So we're going to run that for just $6. You get both plates for $6. Thanks so much for your bids. Donna, that is going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do we have next here? Let's do this sugar bowl. Oh, you know what? We're going to do these. I have these sitting right here. We are so close to the end. We're cutting deals now. All right, so I have these two, if I can talk, two-handled German soup bowls. I guess you can use them for coffee, but if they have two handles, I consider that soup. They are in perfect condition. And we're going to run these for $6. And they're up and going. You get both of those. They are really pretty with the little flowers. Thank you so much for your bid. And Donna, congratulations.
On its way to you.
So you know what I just ordered? I'm super excited. I think maybe I have a problem. Just the fact that I ordered this means I have a problem. But you guys ever seen those delivery boxes you put out by your front door and they lock? So like Amazon can like drop your package in the big box. I just ordered one. I think that means I shop too much and I have too many deliveries, but I thought it was a cool purchase. Actually, I saw my neighbor had one and then it was total FOMO and then I had to go order one. So we're going to go ahead and run this. Where my husband's shaking his head at me as usual. That's what he does. It is pretty cool and it looks really nice. It like kind of matches the outside of the house and like it opens up and they drop it in, but it's like secure so you can't put your hand in and steal something. And then there's a door on the front so you unlock it to get your package. Anyways, we have this gravy boat. It is beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and run it. Who's this from? Oh, this was Churchill, Staffordshire, England. I love the handle on that. That is what S. Fish would call a sassy handle. And that is up and running for just $4. Just $4. Thanks so much for your bid. Right there. Yep, I know. My husband gets mad at me. He's like, you put stuff right in front of the camera all the time. Donna, that's going to you. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to run this sugar bowl again. Was this Homer Laughlin? Yes, I remembered right. This is a Homer Laughlin one. Deep dark blue. So a little bit different in the sense that it has dark blue. No chips or cracks. And that is up and going. Really pretty one. Let's see what else we have going on over here. Only a couple other little pieces left. And again, right in front of the camera. I'm going to do it just to annoy my husband. Donna, that's going to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have one more of those bowls. So I had this two sets of two. This is just a spare one that I had. We're going to go ahead and run this one. This one is super stained, super stained. So we're going to go ahead and run it. Let me set it down. No chips or cracks, just very stained. That's not what I wanted to do. And we're going to do it for just $1. Up and going, $1. Thanks so much for your bids. This is what I want. I'm like wandering around like I don't know what I'm doing over here. Wanted to buy bin, but it's showing as saved only. Am I doing something incorrect? Let me check on that, Emily. Donna, thank you so much. That bowl's going to you.
Thank you.
Emily, let me pull that up and see. Hold on. I'm like holding those balls and they're rolling all over the place. Donna, that's going to you. Thank you, thank you. And Emily, let me see. Sometimes it's just me. Oh, it's because it was on flash sale. All right, there you go. I had to get it started again. I think the time ran out on it. I had started a bunch of flash sales, but it should be good in the bin now. Thank you so much for your purchase. The number on that one. All right, we're gonna do these 3 bowls again. The blue and white, so good to add to your decor. All right, so we have these 3. Let me move this out of my way. So we have these three, and why is that still pinned? I know, I'm juggling here. Not really. All right. So they are like a ceramic, so they probably would break if you dropped them on the ground. But they're three different like designs, but they're all blue and white. And there we go. $3 means $1 a piece. They are up and going. These are the kind that you can put in a jar, put in a bowl, just kind of set up for decor somewhere. Not sure how vintage they are. I didn't have any way of like figuring out age on these. And Donna, those are going to you. Thank you. Let me put a number on that.
Thank you.
Let's see. Did I miss the yellow pieces? Yellow pieces. Hold on. Let me put these balls down really quick. And let's see. Yellow pieces. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about the Limoges that was in the bin? Hold on. Let me go back and look. No? I don't know what you're talking. Vintage Deb, help me out. Tell me, give me a little more description. I'm not exactly sure. Just before the, oh, the Limoges. Those were in the bin. I don't know if we have any more. I think Emily purchased those. That was 1022. Let me pull it up and see. They are all sold out. So yes, I was just about to say you found it there. There are, there's like individual pieces. I have a couple of plates and a couple of teacups individual of that pattern that's in my bin. I do not have any more butter pats. They are so hard to find anymore. I get them so sparingly. I had one in today's show and one in the last show, and that was all I had. All right, we have two last items today. We're going to do each of these for $1. So this is our mom. It says for mother. It's a little hanging decor piece, floral, and it is Royal Crawford Ironstone, Staffordshire, England is what it says on the back. No chips or cracks. And it is up and going. I'm going to put it down so we can see the picture that way. Thanks for your bid. And Donna, congratulations. And then our last one for today is this little sailboat and windmill bowl here. This one is going to go for $1 too. There is a chippy. Where is it? I know it's on here. There it is, right there. See in front of my finger. You see a little chippy there. We're going to go ahead and run that. Otherwise, it's really good shape. Beautiful piece. Do not know who makes this one. Let's see. Oh, it says Germany on the back, but I don't know the maker of it. And that is going now. And Donna, you have unlocked the gold tier. Congratulations. And that one's going to you too. Thank you very much. All right, y'all, I have
On its way to
just the
you.
canisters left. These are the only pieces that I have left. So I have these canisters. If you're interested,
Welcome to gold
you know what,
level.
let me just run it one more time just to make sure. So I'm going to go ahead and run the tall one first. So both of these are the only things left in my bin. My husband says run them together. All right, let's see. Let me delete one of these so that we don't get, let me delete one of the listings so it doesn't get double sold on accident, because that's never a good thing. All right, we are going to run both of these together. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run them for $10. That means the small one is basically free. So it says just the big one, but this is for both of them. So you're getting the tall one and the big one. Now they do have chippies on the inside rim, which it does say that in the description, but that's still a great deal for both of these together. Thank you, Amanda, for your bid. And Amanda, those are going to you. I think they would look good with marbles, just in case you need
Thank
ideas.
you.
Marbles will look really cool in there. With that, I'm going to leave those right there. Thank you guys so much. We had a wonderful show. You helped me with a sold out show. I appreciate that. I couldn't ask for more. With that, we are going to go raid. I pulled up on my phone trying to see, does anybody have suggestions? Is there anybody I'm looking for maybe a name that I recognize or a seller who doesn't have many people. Just trying to find somebody here. There's a lot of people on, but they all look pretty busy. All right, I'm not seeing any suggestions. Yes, Southern Charm, it's exciting, isn't it? All right, you know what? Here, late night coffee table show, Kelly Belly. Do not know this seller. Let's go meet somebody new. Let's go visit Kelly Belly. I was gonna say, or we can go to Peaches Vintage. She only has 3. Let's go see Peaches Vintage. Let's go bless somebody. We have 11 people in here. Please at least just hop into her show. Like, stay with the raid so we can bless this person. All right, we're going. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Thanks for joining us. Buckle up.
Thank you.